Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Back to the conversation. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
National Drink a Beer Day, in case you're wondering, and you already knew this, but every day is a holiday.
Yes, it is.
A couple here. January 9th, just so you know, that is Static Electricity Day.
Well, of course it is.
That's the day you do not use bounce or any
I don't use dryer sheets on January 9th, no.
January 11th is Learn Your Name in Morse Code Day.
That's an exciting one.
Just in case.
You know, just in case you need to tap for help.
Yeah. January 16th, Nothing Day. January 20th is Penguin Awareness Day. Make yourself aware that penguins exist.
Did you hear about the penguins that they were stung in the eyes by bees and
got
killed?
Attacked, yeah. On the beach down there. Crazy. January 21st is Squirrel Appreciation Day.
Squirrel Appreciation
My birthday, January 29th, is Puzzle Day. February 5th is Work Naked Day.
All right.
February 13th is World Radio Day. Day.
Why do we have, there's like 5 of the damn radio days.
Yeah.
5 of them.
There's that one, then it's like, trust me, because there's enough people I follow on Twitter that all work in our industry. It seems like every 3 or 4 months, it's like Happy Radio Day.
Let's pat ourselves on the back.
That's right.
worldwide.
Right.
Then there's like National Radio Day, and then there's like, you know what I mean?
National Radio or Worldwide Radio Day?
World Radio Day.
That's World Radio.
Right.
But I'm saying, I think there's like 3 of them for real.
Well, sure, yeah.
I'm going to pat myself on the back right after I tell you the forecast. February 27th, World Sword Swallowers Day.
Okay.
March 22nd is International Goof Off Day, believe it or not.
That's my birthday, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
March 26th, make up your own holiday day. Just whatever you want it to be. Here's a good one for our fine folks. Speaking of Live Day, April 11th is Barbershop Quartet Day.
Oh, there you go. No, we should have them on, man.
April 13th, Be Kind to Lawyer Day. I mean, like, that's the only profession where they ask you to be kind. Not like be kind to just people in general, specifically lawyers.
Just lawyers.
April 13th, not Lawyers Day.
Just be kind to lawyers.
Be nice. You know what I'm saying? May 7th is No Pants Day.
Cool.
May 21st is Talk Like Yoda Day.
A day I like it is.
June 17th, Eat Your Vegetables Day, Steve.
No.
June 22nd is Onion Ring Day.
Ooh.
That would be cool. June 25th, Please Take My Children to Work Day, which I think is an interesting spin on that.
It's my mom's birthday.
August 24th is Pluto Demoted Day. Oh, that was a sad day.
They got a holiday for being demoted.
That was the day that it was taken out of the orbit, so to speak.
It is amazing how upset people got about that.
Mm-hmm. September 18th, Rice Krispie Treat Day. I'll keep going.
I'm into that.
You like this one, Ted. September 27th, Crush a Can Day. Do you, any of you have friends that are can crushers? No can can just be tossed into the recycling without it being crushed?
Not recently.
No. And no can should be.
Okay, so do you crush all your cans?
Yeah, well, at least, if I'm at home, I at least crush them with my hands.
That's what I'm saying, you crush your can.
But like Saturday at a tailgate, I was stomping on them. Because here's the deal. It gets too full too quick when people just throw in full cans.
Agreed.
You can tell it pisses me off.
I know. December 5th, Day of the Ninja. December 5th, Day of the
Ninja.
November 21st, World Hello Day, and December 24th, Eggnog Day.
How do you like that?
There you go, Ted. Your birthday's
Well, I like eggnog.
I know, but you have all your weird rules with it, and guess what? Your birthday, it's Eggnog Day.
That's the one time it's probably the only day I drink it.
Probably the first day you should start drinking it for the holidays. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hello, Ryan.
Hola. So my drinking experience is one I would like to forget. I was at a bar in Tacoma, and me and my friends were with a group of girls. Everything was going good. They had this drink called the Backdraft, and it's Sambuca topped off with 151. And part of the drink, it's gnarly. It's like licorice death almost, you know. And part of the drink is you light the drink on fire, and you shoot the shot, and then you cover your hand over the glass, and you huff the alcohol fumes after the drink as part of the drink. And after everybody had that night, it went sour. All the girls didn't want anything to do with us, so I had a great idea. Let's bring this back to the house party tomorrow. And I had a girl digging on me that looked like Angelina Jolie, way out of my league, and it all went sour. Everybody there ended up throwing up. The last thing I remember is hitting one knee and just barfing all over the place right after we started, like fiddling around, And it was not good. I woke up, there was like 8 piles of vomit on the bathroom floor.
Were they yours?
The front room floor, sorry. I think 3 or 4 of them were mine because I was eating Hawaiian pizza. I guess all the ones that were mine because they had pineapple chunks in them. There were 5, 6 other piles were not mine, and it just looked like a war zone in there. Everybody ended up throwing up after I blacked out. And,
well, it is a moment of clarity because you're in such distress as you're throwing up. Like at the time, you're like, right. And then you'll have a moment of clarity, like, that's a piece of pepperoni right there.
Yeah, no, there's always like, I remember eating that.
That's Cobb salad, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, man, just so you know, as a general rule, and I found this out pretty much the same way you did, if it involves 151, avoid it. That is absolutely one of the first, like, super heavy, toxic drinking nights early in my drinking career. The bar I was at, the No Name Cafe, they called it the 252. Mm-hmm. So it was like Wild Turkey 101 or 151 or whatever the hell. And I didn't know any better, man. So apparently I broke the record for the most consumed in like an hour. And I honestly don't remember this. So I had like 8 of them or whatever. Wake up the next day, go to work, because in your early 20s, you can power through. But we went back to the bar that night. And there's a bartender named Carla, and she looks like a Carla. And when I walked in, she looked dead serious. She's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, man, I was a little hungover. I mean, when I woke up, I was fine." She said, "Well, I knew that we were going to stop serving you when you started falling off the bar stool." And my quote was, I do remember falling off the bar stool that one time. And Carla and then about 8 other people at the bar turned around and said, "One time?" I'm like, "Wait, yeah. How bad was it?" Apparently, I just kept falling out of the bar stool. I put my penis in the when you're playing pull the pocket, right? The pool to prevent the guy from taking the shot. He wouldn't take the shot. Apparently, I'm like, "Come on, aim for my dick." I don't remember any of this, but as other people started coming into the bar that night, everyone that walked in, because it's all regulars, right? But they walk in, everyone came up to me, "Dude, are you okay?" I'm like, "Gee, how bad was it?" They were like, "You were unbelievably bad." Mm-hmm. Like, it was, they're like, "You were funny, you were loud, but you were so drunk." I'm like, "Man, I honestly don't remember any of that at all." But
I might accidentally drink something if it's in punch. But I am not, if I know it's in there, chances are I'm not going to drink it. We used to have, just being poor, every single bar in town had a special drink night.
And 10-cent night, quarter night. Yeah.
There was a couple that we would go to, but we were just absolutely broke. So this one place, Mutt's, had $1 Long Island iced teas on Monday.
That is a terrible idea.
To get people into the bar. So you could go in there with $5.
If you have 2 Long Island iced tea, like, I can call it a night.
And they were tall. I mean, you watch them pour it, it was all well crap. You know what I mean? It's exactly what you think it is. It's filled with sugar. And those Tuesday mornings, man, like my one buddy refused, but he wouldn't stop going there and drinking them, but he would not take any Tuesday morning classes.
Oh, just knowing, look, I'm going to go to the bar Monday.
I'm going to go to Mutt's. Like the next night was a 50-cent beer and 50-cent hot dog night at a place called, this would every single night we could guarantee where the same group of people would be.
Right.
Just following this train of, oh my God, we can get drunk and eat dinner for $5. It's just, and every night was a disaster. But that place had buckets. Like the buckets where you put 6 mini Coronas in with ice.
Yeah.
They would fill that up with Sex on the Beach or Kamikazes.
Or just the whole bucket.
They would give you a label, and the number of people that were with you, they would give you a plastic cup. So if you had 5 guys, they give you a bucket of it looked like Kool-Aid, a ladle, 5 cups. You go to your table, you just sit there, man, and before you left, it was you were absolutely in the worst way possible.
I will say the last really bad drink, and Ted, you were definitely there. In my mind, you recommended it, but I had never had a mind eraser, right? When we first moved to Seattle. Do you remember this at the Corda Lounge? And I want to say I had 1 or 2 mind erasers, and that was only the second time in my life that I had the spins.
Oh.
I do not remember. There's a couple times I felt that bad, but leading up to that point, I was like, it has to be a decade from the last time I got this drunk off of a couple of drinks. I don't know what the hell's in a mind eraser, but it is aptly named. I mean, that is the most.
I want to say it's like Kahlua on the bottom, and then like some soda and some vodka. But that whole thing is you got to drink it at once.
Right.
But I mean, I used to go to a bar in Columbia, Maryland, that it was weird because it wasn't like a college bar or anything. But that was their thing, was mind erasers. Some were grape flavored, some were orange flavored.
I won't do it again, man.
I'll tell you what, and I also think geographically where you are, or at least for everybody, it's different individually. I've never gotten on a plane coming back from Vegas and felt anywhere near close to normal. It's taken me 2 to 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
To feel like I'm a normal human being again. Vegas would be number 1.
I can guess number 2.
Portland, Oregon is a close tie for number 2. And New Orleans, Louisiana.
But going to New Orleans. Like New Orleans and Vegas, Portland, I can't explain. Like, something happens when we go to Portland where it's like, I must consume as much alcohol as I possibly can.
I mean, I don't necessarily consider Vegas a drinking city, but when I'm there, I drink. You know what I mean? It's not like, that's not the reason you go, but there's just a lot
But there's always a drink in your hand.
There is, I mean, their slogan is what happens here stays here. People that don't even drink when they go to Vegas get wasted.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I've been to Vegas with people that aren't big drinkers, and they're like, screw it, let's do some shots.
Vegas. Everything about it's like, enjoy yourself and do things you wouldn't normally do, right?
Well, and Vegas is very nice about stuff, too. Like,
very forgiving.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you have to do a lot to get cut off or booted out.
Right. You got to do something to get in trouble there. I'll tell you what you can do. You can grind on blue hair old ladies at like 4 p.m, and they'll cut you off.
Actually, there was
that happened to you?
When I was like 21, the first time I went, and they cut us off, and we were so drunk when they were like, guys, like we just can't serve you. You're right, man. And like we're dapping them up, like thank you.
I did meet a woman
it was a piano lounge
when we were in Vegas last time. I thought this woman was a hooker. She insists she was only from Detroit. So my wife and I started playing the game, hooker or from Detroit, right? I mean, she was a freaking mess, but she comes stumbling over and she's all pissy about something. I'm like, what's up, man? And she's like, they just kicked me out of Thunder Down Under, right? The big mill.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what the hell did you do to get kicked out of there? The one rule, don't take pictures.
Oh, yeah.
You can touch. I mean, if they're going to throw us to their D, I mean, like, you can touch, you can do this stuff. I guess they have a hard, fast rule. Do not take pictures. So she pulled out her phone, I guess, snapped a picture, man. They threw her ass out instantly.
Wow.
So about 20 minutes later, about 6 or 7 other people come walking by and they like do a double take looking at Detroit hooker or whatever the hell she was. And you hear them going, that's the chick who got kicked out of Thunder from Down Under. And she turned, I can hear y'all.
What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Yeah, I had a buddy do it to me once.
What's that?
He took a picture in a strip club.
Man,
and I didn't even notice it. And then I don't know how to explain it, but just a feeling of 2 hands on your back that wasn't nice. And I'm just like, what's up?
On yours or somebody at work?
Right, because he was sitting like kind of by me.
Right.
So security is all over him, and I'm just like, dude, like, trust me, I know the rules.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I'm just like, you idiot.
Did you get thrown out?
I did not, but it only by the hair of my like
shitty chin.
Yeah, and because there was a big group of us and they wanted the money.
Okay, fair enough.
What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hola.
All right. So when I just turned 21, I was stationed down in San Diego, and the weekends I had off. So that really gave me time to pursue my passions. So 2 o'clock on a Saturday, I was down a fifth and looked at my roommate and I said, hey, I need bitches, so take me to the beach. So he took me to the beach, and that's the last thing that I remember.
Hey, I need bitches.
In and out, and then I wandered back onto base at 6 in the morning on Sunday.
How do you wander back on the base? I mean, you got to go across the Coronado Bridge or take a taxi, take a ferry ride.
No, I was on the Coronado Beach. It was a really fancy beach.
Oh, so you were already there. Okay, yeah, you were already there. Right. All right, that makes sense.
So, when I was when I get home, I'm like, man, I lost my shirt, I lost my shoes, I lost my wallet, I lost my phone. Literally all I have are the pants and shirt from a bar. No clue how I got it. Well, then, a few months later, I end up meeting some girl on Tinder, and she started telling me she worked at the Fancy Pants Hotel there in Coronado. And I said, hey, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen? She said, there was this one guy, he had no shoes on, the local bar shirt, and he's just wandering up and down the hallway, eating all the food from the hotel room service trays that are out in the hallway. And so, hey, was it around this time? Yeah. Did he look like this? Yeah. Hey, that was me. She saw me.
So
I was on the security cameras.
Did that work in your favor? Hello?
Yeah, she saw me. I was the crazy guy on security camera eating all the food at 4 in the morning.
What he was saying is, did that work in your favor?
To be honest, they followed the same trend, and I really don't remember.
Okay, you have to understand. This is the same hotel I was talking about the other day that has an ice skating rink in December that I was sitting out on.
Yeah.
So when he says it's a nice hotel, it is a 5-star hotel. Like, you can't get a room there for under $500.
Where is he at?
He's at the Hotel Coronado
in San Diego.
Yeah, the one with the big red dome roof on it. I mean, it's.
Google this bad boy.
You can't. I mean, basically, I would love to stay there sometime. I just can't afford it. So it's like, you stay 2 nights, you're down $1,000.
So the Hotel Coronado?
Yeah, it's a famous hotel. Once you see it, you'll know. That is the best place to outdoor drink as far as looking at attractive people.
Oh, wow.
He's right when it comes down to like...
Oh, Jesus.
Looking at the bitches, as he put it.
Dude, San Diego's insane.
And look, man, I mean, you don't even understand. I've walked the San Diego State campus enough with my daughter. I mean, basically, they just take that and transfer it over to the beach, but put everybody in bikinis.
Yeah, I'm down.
Even the ugly people are attractive. I mean, you walk out on that thing and that beach just got ugly because you're on it. That's how pretty people are there.
The ugliest people in San Diego are the tourists. That's honest to God, man. Miles and I went there for the first time a couple years ago, man, and we found this perfect bar because it's on a corner, so you had a view out of 2 windows.
It was.
And I mean, every freaking person, even their dogs are cuter than the dogs here, man. I mean, I'm just like, oh my God.
You get like a 60-year-old dude walking down the beach. He is jacked. Mm-hmm. He's got like veins popping out of his biceps and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what walk of life you are. You know what I mean? Five-year-old little kid, man. He's got like guns and stuff. I mean, right? He's a surfer. It's insane.
I think San Diego and South Beach, Miami might have the most beautiful people. And people always say, well, in South Beach, it's all plastic. Like, they put plastic to good use.
Our buddy Malcolm comes up here and does Live Day. He's the voice of the station. He's the guy, that says all the imaging in between the songs. Malcolm is probably, 50-some years old?
Yeah, right around there.
His biceps are bigger than my thigh.
He's jacked.
He's a jacked dude. I mean, just like Joe Blow down there is a jacked dude. Everybody's jacked.
He gets laid constantly.
Yeah.
And then he got married. And even when we said, oh, dude, you got married? He's like, yeah, man, I swear to God, that's what he said. She's into the same freaky stuff I am. I'm just like, you found a woman for you, man.
Perfect. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROD.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW. Yeah! You're in the men's room.
Ronnie Council joining us once again. Coming up, we will sit and spin. Today we get to 10 rock bands who are used in Jeopardy questions. Ooh. That's coming your way right after emails on our question. What has been your most memorable drinking experience in honor of National Drink a Beer Day? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Torin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey there. Hola.
Hola.
All right. So I was growing up in Moscow, Idaho, and I was bar hopping, as you would. And out with probably a dozen friends, and I kind of just went missing. So I remember going to the third bar, and I just blacked out at this point. And I remember some things here and there, and I remember being in a van with a whole bunch of people, but didn't know anybody. And I'd say when I came to, I was about 2.5 hours away driving time up in Spokane. And I didn't have a shirt. I didn't have my wallet. I didn't even have my left shoe. Basically, I was just up there I was oblivious of where I was, how I got there, and I just had to go on the side of the street and start asking for money so I could make a call for somebody to come pick me up.
Did you ever find out how you ended up there?
No, I never did.
So do you think some of your friends bought a ticket for you on a Greyhound bus and put you on it?
No, I just happened to remember my buddy's phone number because I just put it in my phone, switching phones, and I just remembered it, and I called him, and it was the right number the very first time. But I was asking for change from people who thought I was homeless, probably for a good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, you said you were on a bus or in a van, right? So do you know if
I was in a van.
Did you hitchhike with these people? I mean, do they just say, like, hey, man, I'll go with you to Spokane, or do you have any idea how you got there?
So I kind of retraced my steps 2 days later, and I found my wallet inside the bar, which was, good for that.
Yeah.
And I was asking, and they said I just started talking to a bunch of people. They bought me a whole bunch of beers, and then we just loaded up into their van and just started to go to every spot that we could hit, I guess. And I do remember being in the van with them and talking, but it was very hazy at this point.
Well, at least you're a fun drunk.
Yeah, apparently liked you. Hey, let's go to Spokane. You said okay.
And everything's a good idea at that moment. I've had a moment, I was living in Belltown, and we had some kind of station event, but I got absolutely messed up, right? And so I get to my apartment. My wife's like, how'd you get home? I'm like, no idea. The next day, we get like 3 emails from 3 different people and then a coworker, and I was able to trace my steps. Because one of the emails was like, hey, man, it was great meeting you. I hope you got home all right. Like, we dropped you off at point A. And I said, okay, so this is where the event was. I made it this far. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I still don't know how I got home. And another email comes in, hey, man, it was great meeting you at whatever bar. And we gave you a ride and we dropped you off here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So third email came in. I'm still not home yet. And then a former coworker of ours, she comes rolling into work. She said, hey, man, how you feeling today? I'm like, I feel absolutely awful. She's like, well, I drove you home, blah, 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 because you were down at the market. I'm like, sweet. So I went home that night. And I'm like, all right, baby. 4 different people picked me up at 3 different locations and eventually got me home.
What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So the one I remember is we were all into Jack Daniels, and then I got into Janis Joplin, and she drank the Southern Comfort.
Oh.
So I switched to that. And to this day, I cannot smell a peach.
I don't blame you, man. Yeah, something about I'm just not down with Southern Comfort, man.
Me, I think Yukon Jack. Yukon Jack, I would have to be like frozen in the Arctic. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, give me the Yukon Jack. But other than that, I don't think I would, because there's not really any drinks I like. See?
No.
The only way I'm going to drink is through a shot. I guess if somebody bought a tray, I might do it.
I mean, you would do it.
It just wouldn't be the best. Maybe I'll get some down at the Bartell for a happy hour one day, just so we can revisit it.
How long ago did this happen?
This was when I was younger. I was in my teens.
And so to this day, Southern Comfort is just no play, right?
No peaches, Grand Marnier, anything. I cannot smell anything that's like that.
I think the older you get, the smarter you get. We've all sworn things off. I think there's certain just levels of alcohol you might not want to go back to, whether that's like a fortified wine.
Right.
Or, like if you ever drank Four Locos when they had alcohol. I mean, obviously can't really do that anymore. But the idea being, I think mine is absinthe. I do not like the taste of black licorice that much.
All right.
And just, it sits in your stomach and
but
it sits on your
easy
breath.
to avoid. You know what I mean?
I know, but if somebody's going to do it, it's always a thing where they bring out the thing and you feel like you're obligated to, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it takes like 20 goddamn minutes
to partake in it and all that stuff. But it's just like, and I realize it's very high proof. That's one thing for sure about absinthe.
Oh, no doubt.
No matter what they say about, the wormwood and all those other things.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah. The bottom line is it's really high proof. So you don't realize if you have a couple of those, man, it's quick. It hits you fast.
Do not start your night with absinthe. I did that once, and we went out with Hair Club.
And you're right. It's 100 proof.
And we went to Oliver's or whatever, and we got a buddy that works there, and he's very knowledgeable. So as he's setting up our absinthe, and he's explaining the history and all that, which is pretty fascinating.
It is.
But me and Hair Club, because he's like, man, let's start with absinthe. And I even said, dude, I don't know if that's a good idea. He's like, hey, because I want to say it had just started showing up in Washington. So I said, all right, man. So we started with 2 absinthes. I don't remember what we added to it later, but my God, it was one of the drunkest nights I've ever had with him.
Yeah.
And he even said, man, I should have taken it. We cannot do that again. I said, no, we can't start
I love
with that.
absinthe.
It hits you really quick.
I don't know that I've drank absinthe a ton outside of my home or somebody else's home.
Sure. And that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
You can eat a couch. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Devontae. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, guys. So I got my friend listening because he was with me. So we were in Vegas, and we got hammered the night before. And we paid for a pool crawl. It was like a bar crawl, but they drive you around to a bunch of pools. And all your drinks are prepaid for. And the Uber driver to the first pool, he felt bad for us based on the night before. And he gave us 2 extended release Adderall, and we forgot. And at the first pool, starts to kick in. We're talking to these girls from Wales, and me and my friend, we each pick one, and they're digging us. And we end up getting on this limo with a strip pole. And the first sign that it was about to be really bad is that I was dancing on the strip pole and giving these girls a lap dance that they didn't ask for.
They didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
No, I was feeling it. But we still forgot about the Adderall till that night. And we go to the second pool. We get it's a topless bar, which is awesome. We didn't even know. And all the drinks are still paid for. I'm playing like beach volleyball in the pool. And the third pool, we get some more. And by the third pool, I forget about both the girls. My friend's sneaking into VIP. He's taking pictures with these gorgeous Texas ladies, and he gets kicked out. So I end up being all by myself, and I'm getting lit too. I'm dancing on the middle island with the water fountain and talking to girls and securities like, they don't like you, dude. Go away. And I end up losing everything I own. I walked from the north end of the Vegas Strip barefoot to the south end of the Luxor where we stayed, and I had bruises on my feet for a week.
Damn. How do you lose your shoe? Well, that's right. You were doing the pool thing. Never mind. That makes a little more sense.
My shirt was gone. My hat was gone. I think my wallet was gone, and my shoes, though. Like, they totally took my shoes.
I think everybody...
Oh, no.
I think most of the staff that took the party bus back from like a pain in the grass or something.
Yeah.
We've all taken a turn on that stripper pole.
Oh, for sure, man. It's there.
I think I gave Jolene a lap dance, an unwanted lap dance one night. Did a little routine for her. She was not amused.
Didn't you put on somebody's booty shorts or something like that?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Because I didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
But you were in somebody's tour bus. Someone else walked out and said,
oh, my God.
Your boy's wearing some chick's booty shorts, like doing a dance on the stripper. And I said, he's all right.
There was a band called Hinder. Do you guys remember Hinder?
Oh, yeah, I remember Hinder.
Okay,
I was there.
I was there.
So, Austin, were you remember me putting on the shorts?
Oh, yeah.
Whose shorts were they? Rock girls?
They were somebody's. They were small.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I danced that night on the bus. Pretty sure it did.
But that was their bus.
Yeah. It was daylight.
I just remember somebody said, man, he's in there dancing in chick shorts. I'm like, all right.
Whatever.
I'm not going in there, man.
What's the guy's name?
Sounds all right.
Austin, I think.
Right, because they were real fired up. They were nice guys. I was talking to another dude, and this was years ago, so I don't even know if weed was legal yet.
I don't think it was.
We were kind of talking about it, and I was like, dude, you know, like, I'm holding or whatever. He's like, oh, come on the bus. And I was like, oh, Miles.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And they were like, you know this guy? I was like, I do.
They actually asked you if you knew him.
Well, at that point, Miles, I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Miles just put on a show.
Yeah,
exactly. Held it.
Right.
I mean, they were tight.
Yeah.
You could see.
You know
You
this
could
guy.
see all the things. What is?
It was definitely daylight.
I know it was. That was another thing. I mean, just hammered.
I mean, it was summer.
Right,
Sun stays up longer.
I mean, what was
Doesn't mean it was late,
what
homie.
what was the hit song that they had then? I can't remember the name of it.
Was it All American Nightmare?
No, Hinder, it's like a
Lips of an Angel?
Yeah,
Lips of an Angel.
Lips of an Angel.
I was going to
That's
say
what-
Kiss from Above.
That's what it was, something.
They had a couple.
Yeah. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
And they wrote that song after an upskirt photo.
Right. And at that point, right, like, they've been on tour for a while. They're done.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're just watching the other, like, some of them are running out to watch the other show, and yeah, they're
Well, we
having
might have
fun.
been participating in things together. You know, I mean, it just got to that point where it was just like, hell with it.
Oh, and it's not like they were salty.
Oh, no.
They were just kind of, like, I just got on the bus, was like, yeah, man, I got a little weed. Miles, what the hell's going on here?
Jolene just looked at me like, what are you doing? So I told you I could get into these. I told you. She didn't believe I could get into them. I'm like, I'm going to get into those. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Anyone here familiar with Temple Billiards?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I'm
I
not.
go there all the time after Sounders
It
matches.
says, best drinking memory, drinking with you guys at Temple Billiards late one night. Pure happenstance. I have zero recollection of this.
If all of us were at Temple, they had to be post like a release party or something at Elysian Fields, and we were looking for a bar still open.
Okay.
I know personally I've done that a few times.
Well, they had a great time at the stead.
Have you guys never gone over there after a Sounders match?
Probably.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me look
Man.
at the inside of it. Let's see if I can get a picture.
That's the best way to figure out.
Right,
Right.
It's a pool hall.
Temple Pool.
Well, I know, but if there's anything that'll be, I'm sure it's a fine place.
I just need to
I'm
see
sure
it.
we had
I
a
need-
great time. I don't
There's
remember.
plenty of places I'll walk in and go, yeah, I've been here. Just have no idea. Oh, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. Okay.
No recollection.
What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, fellas, I'll make this quick for you. So, I don't know, it was about 10 years ago, and I went over to a golf tournament in Eastern Washington, right? And my buddies and I are drinking the whole way over. By the time we get to this bar, you know, I end up getting cut off. And no big deal, but then my buddy keeps sliding me drinks. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to get in trouble. So sure enough, the guy comes over, he's like, you're cut off. I ended up telling the guy whatever I said. I think, you know, well, it pissed him off. He grabbed me by the neck and he's got me against the wall. I'm like, hey, man, I don't want no trouble here. And he's like, you're out of here. So he takes me out this side door and he throws me out in the, you know, pushes me out in the street. So I'm like, all right. I look to my left, I look to my right, and I'm like, oh, there's another bar right there. So I go up to this door and I come in and I'm getting my ID out. The guy goes, you know, what do you want? He's like, I want to come in and have a drink. And he goes, I just threw you out, man.
Oh, dude.
This same guy. That's how loaded I was, man. I didn't even recognize him.
That's when you know it's time to go home. Like, you know, man.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Right on, you guys have a great day, man.
You too.
Right on, brother.
That's kind of awesome, though.
Yeah. What do you want? Let's
yeah.
come and get a drink. I just threw you out. My man.
Man.
Have you lost weight?
What I do? What I do? What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
I told you this past weekend I tailgated and then went to a bar named the same. My friends were at a bar. And they said, we're at the name of this place. And I said, cool, it's down the street from me. Now, unbeknownst to me, they were at a different...
They were like in a different city, weren't they?
Yes. I didn't realize that. So I asked the guy like 4 or 5 times to the bar manager, and he's like, I'm the only one here. I guess technically I'm the manager. Like,
That's right.
what
They
is
told you the bar manager's name, but,
Right.
but
So
it's
I
at the
can-
location they're at.
Right. And these bars have no... Let's just say they're called Ted's.
Right.
So they're both called Ted's. They have no...
Nothing to do with each
Nothing
other.
connection, right. The bartender's like, dude, like I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, it just seems weird. My buddy wouldn't have said to ask for the bar manager if he didn't know him. And then the friend I was with at one point went up and said, take 2 of your finest Rainiers. And he's like, your buddy just got 2.
Good times.
Yeah. And then, I think at some point I was in the basement. Like, I don't know how we didn't get thrown out.
How long did it take you to realize that your buddies were in a different city at a bar the same
I
day?
didn't until Sunday morning when I got up.
Oh,
and I said,
damn.
hey, where were you guys? We were in there. And they were like, we were at this one. And I was like, son of a...
What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Derek. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola! About 20 years ago, I'm living down in Portland, and we are doing a business kind of venture, and we get a bunch of clients together, and we hit up the local famous steakhouse downtown. Dinner, drinks, whole kit and caboodle. Steaks, 5, 6, 7 drinks a piece. One of the very final drinks that comes out for a client, he bites into a piece of ice, gets a piece of glass.
Oh, damn.
Whole meal was comped. All drinks were comped. Ended up being about $1,100 for the whole kit and caboodle.
Damn.
Wow. We didn't pay a dime.
Is this a steakhouse that also has a steakhouse in Tacoma and maybe downtown Seattle?
There's one in Seattle. It's owned by a nice lady and a nice guy.
Yeah. No, it's great food.
Wait a minute.
We've been in this place before in Portland. I'm pretty sure.
Or is it a steakhouse that has entertainment?
No.
Hold on, Miles is writing it down because I'm not tracking.
This is the place that... We almost punched Batman in the face. To pull him out of there because he fell off the bar stool.
In Portland,
it's downtown, a couple blocks off Burnside.
Yeah. I fell off the bar stool at El Gaucho in downtown Seattle. Straight back out of my back. Vlap! Laying down.
They said nothing. Because you were trying to show your new shoes.
And all of a sudden, I'm just like, this is probably like when you fell off the balcony, Ted. All we just seen was like the ceiling. And everything go back and like, bam!
I wish we could tell. Maybe on the happy hour. No. Dude. The things you said, to this day, I still think so.
No. Never happened. God, I'm such an ass.
Wow, it was.
Oh my God. Oh, I've had some terrible moments.
Just if you could have heard the conversation. I'm not involved in the conversation, but I'm sitting next to Miles. He and another person.
Oh my God.
Not fighting, but it's a fairly tense conversation.
It wasn't tense. It was.
Then Miles just broke out a line that I'd never. I was like, wow.
That is going to the bottom.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
It was as insulting as a thing I've ever heard.
Oh, my. No.
I'll tell you off air.
Yay. God. What has been your most memorable drinking experience? 206-421-ROCK. I feel bad thinking about it.
Oh, my God. It was hilarious.
Jesus.
Hello, Nicole. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, guys.
Hola.
So my story is actually how I met my fiance about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Me and my friend, we went out to drinking at our favorite bar, and I see this guy, and I think he's super hot, and he actually ended up being a friend of ours. So they all start buying us drinks, and I get blackout drunk. And I asked him to drive me home, so I gave him my keys to drive me home. We get back to my house. He gives me my keys. By the way, I don't remember any of this. This is all unbeknownst to me, told the next day. I guess I told him we have to go through the window. I lived alone at the time. I had my own keys in my hand, and I guess he helped me swan dive into my house through my window, and I was dangling there for a good few minutes. And then and then when I woke up the next morning and he was in my bed, I didn't remember his name. I don't remember how I got there.
And now he's your fiance.
Yeah, now we're getting married.
Was it so? When you wake up next to this guy who you don't remember bringing home, it's obvious what has happened. Were you happy with what you saw?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, Nicole.
Come on.
Here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio.
I mean, she's right.
Sucker, mother.
That is a response I would have.
Keep those words in mind when calling. Now back to the program.
Yeah, Jeff. Ryan Castle on the way. Once again, we will sit and spin today. We've got 10 rock bands who are used in Jeopardy questions. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.